We're nearing the end, let's keep it up. The first challenge was to watch an anime without any recommendations and that finished airing before I started it, for which I picked Soukou Kihei Votoms, Case Irvine. This is a quick spin-off OVA of the original Votoms series from the 80s. It's a military mecha show where the world has been ravaged by wars. In this OVA, we have some unrelated characters who fix armored troops for a living while also taking part in gambling death matches. A certain opponent gets way too big for his britches and threatens to basically destroy everything if he doesn't have a fight to the death with the MC, who has a backstory of his own that I won't go too deeply into. Now, since this was just an OVA, there isn't much room for engaging stories, but I thought the premise and fights themselves were pretty dope. The dynamic of the world is easy to understand even without having seen the original series. I just wish they didn't go down the path of one-dimensional evil characters, because that archetype is just really tiresome at this point. All in all, pretty fun Friday night OVA. Don't know if I'll ever check out the series though. The second challenge was to watch an anime recommended to one of my completed favorite anime, for which I picked Kyoukai no Kanata movie 2. So it's been a hot minute since I saw the original Kyoukai no Kanata series. Since this is a direct sequel, I definitely forgot some important events. Mirai has forgotten about her past life, and there's an atmosphere of awkwardness of everyone trying to avoid the subject. A whole crisis starts when the memories start coming back. What I think this series as a whole just suffers from is not knowing how to end it. I really liked the original show until we got to the end, and this film plays on the same level as said ending. The concept, although not really original, was alright, and obviously the production itself was great since this is KyoAni. I just think the villainy, magic systems, and the conclusion are all lacking. I'm still not fully gonna knock it since I thought the build-up was actually decently well done. All in all, kind of a weird sequel to a poorly finished series. The third challenge was to watch an anime tagged with your least watched genre by time, according to Anime Plus. For me, it was Boys Love, and for which I picked Given. This is a music anime where a group of dudes in a band play some math rock-ish music. As this is a boys love anime, there is constant tension between band members with some minor pushback from people around them, which I personally thought to be a weak aspect of the writing. The music they play, especially at the start, is actually kind of banging, and obviously the final performance has its own impact because of everyone's backstories elevating them. I think the romance aspect was decently interesting since it didn't go the route of wild tropes and instead focused on realism and complicatedness, and for once, not terrible CG during a group performance. But the yaoi hands were still there, so, well, they just kind of bothered me, to be honest. In conclusion, I think this is a pretty well made music/romance anime. I guess I would have liked to see it in a format where the arcs are not as clearly defined and more fluid, but yeah, pretty good stuff. That's that for this time. Next video will be the last one. Peace.